Hi, everybody. Welcome to Music Messages Tarot. Full disclosure, this is going to be more of a ramble video today. I have a personal situation going on that I think might be relevant to someone who's listening, or it might be an important message for me to get out. So, I am going to be talking a little bit about my own personal situation that's happening today. And that text message is actually relevant to what I'm about to talk to you about. I am going to pull a few cards at the end of this for you guys, just for the collective message, but I just feel very compelled to share a personal situation that I'm going through right now. I am going to just state that I'm going to put a trigger warning here. This might be disturbing to some of you. I'm not going to really divulge too many details about what's happening, just because it is it's a very scary situation for me right now that's happening, and I don't feel comfortable putting that kind of information up on YouTube right now. Maybe if I, as the situation resolves, maybe I can give some more information, more details about exactly what's happening. But so about a month ago, my middle school boyfriend, contacted me. And that was actually just him who texted my phone. He contacted me kind of out of nowhere. He had friended me on social media a few months prior to that. I didn't really think anything of it. I get friend requests from people that I dated or was friends with, or those kinds of things all the time, like everyone else. So, I thought maybe he just wanted to see what I was up to. Maybe chat a little bit, catch up, those kinds of things. I was actually kind of excited to see what he was up to. I'm not trying to like put anyone down or anything like that, but he wasn't like the calmest, most level-headed person I knew when we dated. But again, it was a long, long time ago. I'm middle-aged now, okay? I'm 40. So this was a while ago. And again, that's him. This was a while ago that we dated, but I thought maybe this man had changed. Maybe he was an angry person when I dated him. He had an anger problem, but I thought maybe people grow up, people change, they evolve. I'm not going to judge him. I'm going to give him a chance, and maybe we can be friends or something. So he came back into my life. We've been talking on and off during that time. But pretty much immediately after talking to him, I knew something was wrong. Like, my gut just told me something is wrong in this situation, even though it doesn't feel that way. First of all, the fact that he contacted me after so long, I mean, that's a little suspicious, but I try to keep like an open mind with certain things. So again, I wanted to give him a chance. Like I said, I'm middle-aged right now. My career, my going back to graduate school to get my master's degree, that all kind of took up a lot of time in my life over the past 10 years, and I lost touch with a lot of friends and people in my life. So, I mean, I was looking forward to maybe having somebody to talk to and reconnecting with someone. So, I ignored that negative feeling that I was getting after talking to him when he first came back around about a month ago. I didn't want to acknowledge the feeling, because it kind of felt good to have someone to talk to every day again and to reconnect with. It was exciting to talk to someone that I hadn't spoken with in a really long time. Not to mention the fact that he was going above and beyond to be super flattering and nice and sweet to me. So of course those things feel good on the surface, but every time I would step away from speaking with him, I would just get this pit in my stomach. I didn't feel like I was in my own energy anymore. Like, it felt like his energy was permeating mine in some way. And my intuition usually works through my gut, like my solar plexus area, as that's the case with a lot of people. My stomach has basically been in knots for weeks since I've been in contact with him again. Every kind of cell in my body has been telling me something is wrong. I knew something was wrong based on my intuition, right? So I tried to cut contact with him twice, but I kept kind of getting sucked back in. He has kind of a very charming, narcissistic type vibe to him, and he has a way of sucking you back in even when you like logically know you don't want to talk to him anymore. So I got sucked back into talking to him a couple times. And at that point, it was sheer curiosity because my intuition was telling me something was wrong. And I was talking to him on the phone and just listening to some of the things he was saying. And I started to get this picture of why he might really be contacting me. It started to emerge. I had a few different theories about why he was talking to me. And when my intuition starts nagging me like that, and actually I'm going to ask you to hold on 1 second because I need to go monitor my window to make sure he's not outside again like he was yesterday. I'm getting to that in a moment. Okay, no, I don't see him today. Not yet anyway. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so sometimes when my intuition starts nagging me like that, I'm an air sign and I have a tendency to get up in my head a little too much and catastrophize and think about like the worst case scenario. So I had a few scenarios going on in my head about what I thought he really wanted from me. One of them was, they were both financial, really, the motives that I was thinking of. One of them was a little less dark than the other one, though. One of them seemed more likely because it didn't seem quite as heinous as the other theory that I had, but I did have this other darker theory in the back of my mind that I did not want to acknowledge because it's so terrifying. So what I did was I consulted my favorite tarot reader on YouTube. We're not allowed, I don't think, to say the names of channels, but I've mentioned her inadvertently before because she is my favorite reader on YouTube. I find her to be extremely accurate. I have my own psychic gifts, obviously. That's why I've started this tarot channel, but I feel like hers are just kind of in a whole other league than mine, and I'm not too proud to like admit that out loud. And I felt like I needed an outside perspective anyway. I needed a third-party perspective on what was going on. So I contacted her this weekend, and if you're listening to this video, she knows who she is. I just want to thank you again for doing the reading. I knew some negative things were going to come out, but I do apologize for the level of negative energy that ended up coming out during that reading. How you felt during that reading has been like how I've been feeling for the whole month. So I do apologize to the reader because it was a terrifying thing that came out. Basically, when she did the reading, she got this feeling at the start of it where her heart was pounding through her chest and she got this obsessive vibe. This man has been stalking me, low-key, okay? He's stalking me. I basically told him I don't want to talk to him anymore, and you heard at the beginning of the video, my phone chimed because he's still contacting me. Like, it's getting to the point where I'm going to have to block his number. He also has a very bad temper, so I'm trying not to do anything too rash with blocking him because I don't know how he'll respond to that. But, it might come to that, and I've already started taking steps in this situation. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to say, what I've done to protect myself, but I have started to take steps to protect myself, especially in light of the personal reading that I received from this tarot reader because she actually confirmed my worst nightmare about this situation. Okay. I had one scenario that I told her about. I didn't tell her about the second scenario, and that's the scenario that she channeled. So, it scared me, but at the same time, I was happy to get confirmation, so at least I knew what I was dealing with in this situation. Essentially, I'm not going into details, but all I can say about it is I'm so disturbed by what this man is trying to do to me that I am probably going to need to get some therapy after I've made it through this situation. And hopefully I make it through unscathed because it's that serious. Okay? So that's where I'm at with it. A few things about it. First of all, the first message that I was thinking about last night as I was deciding what to share with you guys is don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, like some people, my channel, obviously, it's not very big yet at all. Like it really hasn't taken off at all yet. And some people would think more through their pride or their ego and not consult somebody else if they really needed help. My intuitive gifts have picked up immensely over the past couple years. But in a situation like this where it's like I feel like my safety is on the line, I'm not gonna, you know, if I have an opportunity to go to someone who I feel like her psychic gifts are stronger than mine, I'm not going to stop myself from reaching out for help, which is what I did this weekend. And the person who gave me the reading, I really hope you know, like, my intentions were nothing but to just get your assistance, okay? I know the whole situation probably... I'm sorry, my device got cut off. As I was saying, it is disturbing. So I apologize. I just feel really bad and a little bit embarrassed in front of this reader because I really respect her and her channel. And, you know, this was like a heinous ass message that came through that reading. You know, I thought it was like the less serious scenario, his financial motive with me. But I actually do think after listening to that reading that it was, it's actually something really a lot worse that I was afraid he was trying to do. So I do once again thank the reader who gave me my personal reading. The first message from this for you guys is, again, like, don't be afraid to ask for help, even if you feel like embarrassed or like you have to move past your pride in some way. For me, it wasn't a matter of pride. Like, I have a very high respect for this this other tarot reader, and I feel like she's in a league above me, to be honest. And I'm not someone who's too proud to say that. I'm not developing this channel to, you know, to make money or to have some kind of like financial gain. I'm developing this channel as a way to tap into my gifts further and help people. You know, my pride wasn't an issue. I am a little on the embarrassed side, I'll be honest, with what came out. I just feel like, you know, his icky ass energy is like, I hope, you know, it doesn't look like it's a reflection of me in any way, because his energy is really hard to take. And, you know, at first I thought maybe he was just a narcissist, but I'm going to go as far as to say he's even beyond sociopathic, if this is true, what came out. He's demonic and evil, and I have to get away from this person as quickly as I can. So that's the first message. The second message is, excuse me one moment, I need to take a sip of water. The second message that I wanted to share with you is the part about the intuition. My body was giving me alarm bells to tell me something was completely fucking off in this situation. And I kept trying to push it off because I was lonely and wanted a friend. Like, I didn't want to see it, you know? My stomach was in knots for the past month. I haven't been eating or sleeping right. Like, you know, normally I'm not somebody who would reach out for an individualized tarot reading, but I was at kind of my wit's end. Like, I just wanted some kind of confirmation about this situation. Like, normally I do my own reading, but I needed an outside perspective here. So this is just a word of caution that if you have a bad feeling about something or a situation, you really do need to listen to that. If I didn't listen to my intuition, I don't want to even think about where I would be right now, because what he's trying to do to me is so bad. Okay? So that's important for somebody. I don't care how good it feels, sweetie. I don't care how good it feels to talk to this man that you might be talking to. Think about who he is. Think about who he might be first before you dive in head first. That's all. And that leads me to the third message that I wanted to share about this personal situation, is that you need to make sure you know who you're talking to and who you're dealing with before you jump into anything with anybody, especially somebody new. But this is an even more terrifying scenario, because I knew this man and was in a relationship with him at one point. Okay? This is my first boyfriend we're talking about here. So of course there was going to be some level of trust. You know, I hadn't talked to him in a long time, but I trusted him on some level. You don't think of him as a stranger, you know, at least I didn't. I recently went through a spiritual awakening at the end of 2022, and I feel like all my chakras just kind of opened. So my heart space was really open. To be honest, before I started talking to him about a month ago, I was in one of the best head spaces and heart spaces that I've been in a really fucking long time. And a part of me really resents him for coming in and doing this to me, because I feel like I was almost in a more trusting state than I normally am, and it almost led to like my demise here in this situation, okay? But like I've been saying on some of my other videos, like God really does send you tests. The universe sends you tests to see if you learned your lessons. He is definitely one of my lessons. So I'm dealing with it. I don't want anybody to get like overly concerned, but I am dealing with it, and it hasn't been easy. And I think these messages, this might even be happening to me so that I share this message with somebody, okay? You can't trust everybody that comes into your space, not even people that you think you know. Make sure you know them for real, who they are. If you've lost touch with somebody for a while and they come back into your world, you need to make sure you know who that person is before you agree to anything, before you do anything, okay? So I think that that's important for somebody here today. And maybe I'm even being utilized as some kind of vessel in this situation to get that message out. There are evil ass people on this planet, okay? There are evil ass people who don't care about you, who don't care about anything but what they need and what they... I'm gonna transition away from this topic now because it disturbs me when I think about it too much. And to be honest, I'm already pissed off that I have to like keep monitoring my window over here. Like, I'm a 40-year-old woman. I shouldn't have to be looking out my window for my ex-boyfriend to see if he shows up. Because he did yesterday. Okay? He pulled up in front of my house. He thinks I don't know that, but I saw him. And, like I said, I've started taking steps in the right direction to help protect myself from this. But you need to be very mindful about what people's motives might be. You know, some of us are so desperate for attention, I wasn't really in a headspace where I was desperate for attention, but I did welcome the idea of having a friend. Like I said, I've lost touch with a lot of my friends over time. That's just what happens sometimes when you get older. Like, your career takes precedence, your family life takes precedence. In my case, I went back for my master's, which took up a lot of time. So I did lose a lot of people, and it was nice to have someone that I already knew kind of come back into my life. But, it wasn't worth it in the end. You really have to think through it. Like, what are this person's intentions? Who is this person? What is this person's general energy? Like, I'm humiliated kind of from that personal reading because his energy is so awful, and I really hope the reader didn't think that was coming from me. It's coming from him. Okay? He's an obsessive stalker who's like obsessed with me, but it's not like, if you guys knew the full story, it's just so warped. It's not even like for his own reasons romantically towards me. It's this fucked up reason that he's doing this right now. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just going to I want to cleanse the space. I already cleansed the decks that we're going to use today. And I have my black tourmaline and black obsidian here for protection today. But I just want to clear the energy space so we can transition away from that topic. And I'm going to do a quick 3-card reading to go along with today's message. I do need to check the window one more time. I'm sorry. I hear someone's car. Okay. I ain't playing with this motherfucker anymore. I swear to God. All right, let me get into more positive space here. I feel like that's a much lighter energy now. I'm using the Goddess Tarot deck because I feel like I've asked the goddesses to help protect me in this situation. So Goddess energy. I'm just kind of hoping to tap into that and as an additional measure of protection around my space today. But also, this is a gorgeous tarot deck. I believe I used it on one video before this. Spirit, please let us know any messages for people listening today. What are the most important messages for people who are listening to this today? Please guide us. Angels of the highest white light, please help guide us. And get any messages out to those who might need them today. Princess of Swords in this deck is the Knight of Swords. So you may be receiving communication soon. In light of today's message, you may want to just make sure you know who you're talking to and what their intentions really are. The communication may be coming in quickly. We also have the Princess of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. So it's going to be most likely a romantic message that you may be receiving very shortly. So that's exciting and positive. We're going to clarify on these, but so far I'm liking what's coming out. It's a nice shift from what we were talking about. Something's telling me to pull from the bottom of the deck. So Six of Pentacles, you'll have an equal give and take with this person that's coming towards you. It seems like the person's intentions are positive and pure. And, you know, it might also be someone who's generous. So very generous with their time, resources, with their love for you, those kinds of things. So it seems like you have a good-hearted person who's going to be communicating a love offer to you. Now, in light of our last video, some of you have more than one person coming towards you, but I would say at least one of these people, because Knight of Swords came up on the last video, the one with the song Two Princes that I channeled. That was my prediction anyway, that out of these two people that were coming towards someone, that whoever is in this Knight of Swords energy would probably be the first one you'd hear from. Just because someone who's in that energy is very communicative, they want to rush in, they want to communicate with you because they're having all these romantic feelings for you. Spirit, please clarify on the Knight of Swords. You might also be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a water sign, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Please clarify the Princess of Swords for us. Knight of Cups. So again, somebody has really romantic feelings for you. That is exciting for whoever this message is going to resonate with. Going to get one more clarifier on the Princess of Swords, please. I feel like this message that you get is going to be really romantic too, and you might not even see it coming. Six of Cups, this might be somebody from your past that's coming forward. If it's not somebody from your past or somebody that you already know, it might be like a soulmate from a past life, someone you have a soul tied to. So that's really exciting. Can we clarify on the Princess of Cups, please? For whoever this message needs to reach today. Just ignore my phone chimes, please, because I'm dealing with a very persistent energy that isn't getting the hint. Ace of Swords, so this person's going to have, they either had clarity on you and they're now having these very romantic feelings, or their message towards you that's going to be really romantic is going to give you clarity on how you feel about this person. Let's see what else. Okay, this one. Ten of Cups. You have the opportunity with this person to have a very, like a happy, fulfilling connection that might even lead to like a family or like a really, like all your dreams coming true with this person. You have beautiful energy here with this possible love connection. I'm so relieved that whoever this message is for, that whoever this message is going to resonate with, that this person really seems to have pure intentions for you. So that is amazing and beautiful. Let's get some clarity on the Six of Pentacles here, please. One more. Okay. Nine of Swords. So maybe don't get up in your head about this when you receive the message. If you're somebody like me who overthinks, I think that that's not going to serve you in this situation. Like maybe don't be too suspicious of this person's motives, because whoever this is seems to be pure of heart and have really pure feelings for you and want only good things with you. that could also mean that the person who wants to come towards you is up in their head, like nervous about how to do it. So either way, be cautious, but like don't drive yourself crazy and don't misjudge somebody. Okay? Unless your intuition is really nagging you. Don't misjudge the person. I'm actually getting that that's the other person's energy, though. I think they're up in their head and really nervous about how to come towards you right now for this equal give and take. And strength, the strength card. Yeah, this is their energy. They're having to show strength right now and muster up the courage to come towards you. That's what this is, because they do have such romantic feelings for you. This is actually a really beautiful energy, and if this is resonating, I would love to know in the comments if this is like relating to your situation, because this person, like, they see you as everything they want, their potential future family life and happiness and their fairy tale ending here. So they have had clarity on how they feel about you. They're going to be rushing in soon, but I feel like they just need to muster up that last bit of courage before they come towards you. And can I just get one more clarifier card to just kind of end this reading? I'm just feeling called to pull one more card from the Goddess deck. This one. Six of Swords. So you're going to be moving towards calmer waters with this person, or maybe possibly they're coming out of a love situation that was tumultuous, and they're going to be moving towards calmer waters with you. Let's just get some clarifiers. Okay, this one. Yeah, they had a heartbreak or a betrayal recently in their life, or you did. And this situation is going to be like a breath of fresh air coming in. So just kind of give it a little bit more time, show a little bit more patience. I mean, if this is you in this Three of Swords energy, just know that this other person is about to rush in with like the most romantic message or love offer, and things are about to start changing for you. Yeah, you felt like this is your energy I'm getting. You felt like you had to defend yourself against a betrayal, and now you're going to be moving towards calmer waters with this new person. So that's really exciting. That's really positive. I would like to end on a positive note today, like in light of how we started this reading. Again, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, that would really help us grow. And you know, I do apologize for like the disturbing nature of the first part of this video, but I felt very compelled to share it because I feel like it might be relevant to one of you who will eventually come across this video, okay? I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.